Options are a type of financial instrument that give the holder the right, but not the obligation, to buy or sell an underlying asset at a specified price on or before a specified date. In the context of the stock market, options can be used to speculate on the price movements of individual stocks, indexes, or exchange-traded funds (ETFs). There are two types of options: call options and put options. A call option gives the holder the right to buy the underlying asset at a specified price, while a put option gives the holder the right to sell the underlying asset at a specified price. The specified price at which the option can be exercised is known as the strike price, and the specified date on or before which the option can be exercised is known as the expiration date. Options can be bought and sold on organized exchanges such as the Chicago Board Options Exchange (CBOE) and the Options Clearing Corporation (OCC). When you buy an option, you pay a premium to the seller of the response to changes in the price of the underlying asset, changes in market conditions, or changes in the demand for the option. When buying options, it's important to consider a number of factors, including the price of the underlying asset, the strike price of the option, the expiration date of the option, the premium that you will pay for the option, and the volatility of the underlying asset. You should also consider your own risk tolerance and investment objectives when deciding whether to buy options. One popular strategy for buying options is known as buying a call option. This involves buying a call option on an underlying asset that you believe will increase in price. If the price of the underlying asset increases before the expiration date, you can exercise your option and buy the asset at the strike price, which will be lower than the market price. You can then sell the asset at the higher market price and make a profit. If the price of the underlying asset doesn't, seller of the option. The premium is the price that you pay for the right to buy or sell the underlying asset at the strike price. One of the main advantages of buying options is that it allows you to participate in the price movements of the underlying asset without actually owning it. This can be useful if you believe that the price of the underlying asset is going to move significantly in one direction or another, but you don't want to commit a large amount of capital to buying or shorting the underlying asset. Options also offer leverage, which means that you can control a larger amount of the underlying asset with a smaller amount of capital. However, there are also some risks associated with buying options. One risk is that options have a finite lifespan, and if the underlying asset doesn't move in the expected direction before the expiration date, the option can expire worthless. Another risk is that options can be volatile, and the price of an option can change rapidly in increase. However, your option will expire worthless and you will lose the premium that you paid for the option. Another popular strategy is buying a put option. This involves buying a put option on an underlying asset that you believe will decrease in price. If the price of the underlying asset decreases before the expiration date, you can exercise your option and sell the asset at the strike price, which will be higher than the market price. You can then buy the asset back at the lower market price and make a profit. If the price of the underlying asset doesn't decrease, however, your option will expire worthless and you will lose the premium that you paid for the option. In conclusion, buying options can be a useful way to participate in the price movements of the stock market without committing a large amount of capital to buying or shorting the underlying asset.